Jaxon Richardson, notable, the son of Jason Richardson, brother Jace Richardson, both of whom of Michigan State fame and lore, made some headlines last week. Dion, he told Zag's blog that he loves the style of basketball that Michigan plays, not Michigan State, Michigan. Here's the full quote from Jaxon Richardson on Michigan. Quote, great year one under Dusty May. A lot of people are not going to like that because my brother and dad went to Michigan State. But I just love the style of basketball they play. They play very unselfish, and just the way they play hard. So it really sticks out to me because I feel like I'm one of those players. I can play unselfish and I play hard. So that just really sticks out to me, and I love the coaching staff there. End quote. Something or nothing?
To me or to everybody else?
Both.
To me, it's nothing. I think I think he's his own individual person. He's allowed to make his own individual decisions, and that's a part of life. And if in 1999, Michigan State was a much different team than they are in 2025. What a pull by me, by the way. Did a lot of people know that's when Jay Rich was at Michigan State on the dot? Probably not, but he was a warrior, so I did.
He was
Um,
he was on the 2000 title team, wasn't he?
Yep, that's what I
Yeah.
mean. A
Yeah.
much, much, much different team in 1999, 2000, so on and so
Yeah.
forth than they are in 2025. From a Jace perspective, he didn't go to Michigan State to be a one and done. He did that. But that wasn't the expectation when he got
Yeah.
there. Much, much, much different recruiting process, right? When you are a Jace Richardson, that's kind of like a lower, like under the radar recruit, Michigan State makes a lot more sense. Jaxon Richardson is loud. Like Jaxon Richardson is felt on this recruiting trail. And he has that aura behind him. He has a little bit more
Mhm.
swag behind him than Jace had. He's not talking about going to a national championship Michigan State team. Michigan makes a lot more sense for Jackson than it did Chase. And I don't know much about Michigan in 1999, but I'm assuming Michigan State made a lot more sense in 1999 to go have the possibility to play on a national championship team than Michigan did. And I think it just depends on how you look at it. If you're in the heart of this rivalry, and if you are at Thanksgiving with the Richardsons, boy, does this mean a lot. I will say that. Boy,
Yeah.
does it mean a lot. But if you're looking at it from a third party perspective, if you're on the outside looking in, I think he's just trying to make what the best decision is for himself to get to the league like his pops did and like his brother did as well.
Family dynamics out of it. Yeah, Michigan makes a lot of sense. Michigan is a good team. Dusty May is one of the best coaches in the country. There's opportunity for you. Makes a ton of sense. The family dynamics are why this is so interesting. I think this is very different than, if he's talking about Kentucky or if he's talking about Duke or talking about Kansas or talking about like Maryland or somewhere, right? Like if he talks about another school this way, it's not the same as talking about Michigan State's biggest rival because his family is so entrenched at Michigan State. I also don't think this is as big of a deal if Jace does not go to Michigan State or if Jace does not do as well as he did at Michigan State this year, right? So Jackson is in a weird point where his dad was on the national championship team, last Michigan State team to win a national championship. His brother was the best player on the last Michigan State team that we saw. The Richardson name is not like firmly entrenched in Michigan State basketball lore and at the forefront of Michigan State basketball fans' minds right now. For him to praise Michigan this way is going to rub people the wrong way. I want to ask you this. How much of this is legitimate interest in Michigan? How much of this is Jaxon Richardson signaling to other programs that I'm not just a Michigan State foregone conclusion?
Today's video is sponsored by Corp On Demand. Car, do you take care of yourself?
I try my best to, yeah.
Like not just treat yourself to expensive meals, but like you go to the doctor and things like that?
No, I just take care of myself. There's no need to go to the doctor unless I'm not taking care of myself, right?
Are you afraid of the doctor, Cart?
Just a little bit. I mean, if nothing's wrong, why would I go there?
Listen, I'm the same way, and so are millions of men across America. But that's why LabCorp On Demand is helping millions of people like us. With their men's health test, you can get a comprehensive look at your hormone levels, your total testosterone, and you don't even have to go to the doctor. It's easy, and you get the results the next day.
Testosterone, is that is that a big thing?
It's a really important thing, Cart. Sometimes you can feel off without even knowing something's wrong. But LabCorp On Demand wants to keep you healthy and wants to make it as easy as possible. Right now, you can get 20% off your men's health test by visiting our sponsor at tryelco.com/sleepersmedia. It's simple, affordable, and honestly, it's empowering to know that you're healthy and have this info about your body.
Didn't know that testosterone did all those things. I'm gonna have to take the guesswork out of this and go get my health checked out today using LabCorp On Demand.
Because there's no better way for him to do that. Like he can come out and say, I'm kind of like Medlock did, or like I'm open to everybody. But it means it says a little bit something more to where we're talking about it like this, to talk so highly of Michigan.
Well, isn't that the interesting aspect is recruitment? Michigan State hasn't really been involved in it.
Not to a huge degree.
Yeah, that's the interesting aspect in all this is Michigan has made Jackson a priority, and Michigan State has kind of just been like, well, your family went here, you should too. What? Are you kidding me? No, like I'm a high
Could this be a
level.
wake up call then, like for Michigan State staff?
Maybe I'll say this. I love Jackson's game. If Cohen's still there, I'm not going to Michigan State. I don't personally believe Cohen will still be there. I'm very, very high on Cohen Carr this year, not only from a collegiate perspective. I said this like one of the first videos Card and I did in the offseason about Cohen Carr. I think we're talking about a lotto pick, and we do have a short coming up on the channel that we will discuss that.
Check it out.
But this is a guy that checks every single NBA box and really should have tested the waters this past year because, like, with the way it went, maybe. And I think Jackson and him have very similar games. Very similar games. Cohen's is more polished, in my opinion, and a little way more bouncy. But there's some similarities there where if Cohen is still on campus, if I'm Jackson, I go somewhere else. If
Mm.
Cohen isn't there, then I would consider Michigan State. But Michigan State isn't really considering him. So I think that this is being framed as a Jaxon Richardson issue. Maybe Michigan State should prioritize a kid beyond just like, hey, your dad and your brother went here. And to be fair, maybe Michigan State didn't think Jace would leave.
Yeah. Now, what does it mean, or what would it mean for Dusty May in Michigan to land Jaxon Robinson if they were to do so? Is it just the fact that they got another good player, or would it mean a little bit more than that, signal a little bit more than that, both regionally and nationally?
At the moment, I think it just is a signal they got a really good player. If Michigan State heavily gets involved in this and like prioritizes Jaxon Richardson in a manner I think they should, and he still goes to Michigan, yeah, like Dusty, that's a signal of like respectfully, Izzo's probably got like an end date. Like that's probably a
Yeah.
signal like Izzo's probably like that retirement door is opening a little bit more than maybe we thought. Because that's something that would cause you to think, right?
Yeah.
But if Michigan State doesn't prioritize him beyond like, hey, your brother's telling you to come here and your dad's like gonna be happy if you come here, then I just think it means they got a really good player. And he's like a four-star kid, high-end four-star. He's not a
Mhm.
very high five-star guy. So it's not like they got, a top 10 talent, but I do believe they got like a high-end four-star that'll be there for a second and does have an NBA game.
Mhm. I love rivalry talk. July 18th, man. Gets the juices going. I love it.
This video is brought to you by NBA 2K Labs, or maybe college football labs, because the people behind 2K Labs have just built something awesome. CFBLabs.com has everything you need to play college football 26 even better. Cart, you've been playing the game, right?
I have been, but I'm behind the eight ball, Gregory. There's a lot of people out there who got a little bit of edge on me, but the good folks over at 2K Labs got me covered. They got the playbooks I need, the plays, the head-to-head coaches, knowing some teams. Obviously, way too many college football teams. I need the inside edge here, and they got all different types of things to help me get that edge.
Yeah, I jumped in and started playing Road to Glory over the weekend, and I ended up like a 2-star recruit that did not get one snap in season one because I chose the wrong school with the wrong roster that was way too loaded. Had I known that CFBLabs.com exists, I would have made a much more wise decision in my Road to Glory mode. They've got teams, playbooks, coaches, team comparison tools. You can literally see every single play in the game, every player in the game, their rating, what they're good at, all in one consolidated place online to help you make the right choices and win more games in college football 26. CFBLabs.com. Go check it out.